Hey guys, Joe here with Dogfish Tackle. This is our Dogfish Stik 7'6" Coastal Series Dogfish Stik. This is a spinning rod. This is the exact same rod as the 7-foot version, just 7'6". This rod is really designed for the guys that are throwing big swim baits in the passes, for those bigger snook, big tarpon, taking these rods offshore, wanting to pitch live baits long distances to blackfin tunas, dolphin. Guys over on the East Coast that are throwing the swim baits, throwing bigger jigs for the tarpon as they're cruising down the beach. Guys in the boats that are wanting to go and take it offshore and use it for crab fishing for permit in this early spring, want to come back and do the the beach tarpon fishing. It would not make a great structured tarpon rod. So like if you're fishing around the bridges, you're going to want to go to the big brother, go to the 8-footer, which will be in another video. That'll give you a little bit more meat and potatoes in the back so you can rear back and pull those fish away from structure. But if you're going to be on the beach, this rod is one heck of a rod, one versatile rod. And we've said in other videos before, this series of rods is the key for us was versatility. We wanted you to have the most bang for your buck. So if you haven't watched the other videos, I'm going to show you right now. This rod is built with the very first stripper guide right here is a double foot Alps zirconium insert guide. We wanted to capitalize on some of the problems that we saw along with other manufacturers, is that when you pair typically a 6,000 series reel on some of these rods, and this is kind of one of those cool in-betweener rods, like you can put a 6,000 series like Daiwa Saltist MQ or a Shimano Saragosa 6000 or Twin Power 6000. You could put that size reel on it, but then you could turn around and still put an 8 or a 10,000 series reel on this and do versatile things with it. We wanted you to have this rod and be able to do a lot of different things with. So this rod kind of fits the bill for a lot of different people. So what we did was that oversized guide here so it would stop that wobble on that 6,000 series reel. We spaced out a little bit further, brought it away from that guide, or the spool itself. And then what we did was we put a single-footed guide that brought the actual insert, the ring, off of the blank. A lot of other manufacturers will use a guide that sits real close to the blank, and what will happen is on that cast, the line is actually hitting the blank, which is causing it to slow down. So, and what that ends up turning into is a shorter cast for you. This is going to give you more distance on your cast, so you're not sacrificing cast, but you're also not sacrificing durability. We're giving you the quality that you want there. This rod is a great light tip action, like light tip. It's not too light, it's still a fast action rod, but you have more backbone in the back than you know what to do with back here, and that's one thing that we really wanted to focus on. The other thing that we did too here was we did a Fuji double locking reel seat on here. So, if you're, riding around in the back of a truck, or it's riding offshore in a boat, it's sitting in a poling platform while you're tarpon fishing, you're not having to worry about having your reel fall off your rod. So you have this that cinches right on up and locks right into place. The other thing that we did too is we saw that a lot of these manufacturers, no reason to mention names, anybody who fishes has grabbed one of these rods or gravitated towards them inside of a store and said, man, I just wish they would have put a gimbal on the back. And some of these guys would. They'd put a nylon gimbal on the back. Well, nylon gimbal's great for, if you don't want the reel to spin around and you want to lock into a rod, but if you fight a fish off the hip, it kills you. Not everybody, has the cushions on board. Not everybody wants to put a fighting belt on, so we'll fight them off of our hip. I personally I don't fight a fish with a harness on or a rod belt on. I'd much rather put the rod here on my hip. So having this nice rubber gimbal back here really stops it from digging into you, and then still gives you the benefit of it locking and not spinning back and forth. We don't put oversized grips on here either, so this sits real nice in your hand. You can see it's enough for a full-grown hand right there to get down, and you can get your whole hand right in front of the reel on the foregrip up here, and it's got the right spacing here. You're not losing leverage. You're able to really get down on the fish here and not sacrifice things. That's what we really wanted to build this rod for. Once again, this is the 7'6" Dogfish Stik Coastal Series rod. This is a spinning rod. If you have any questions about this at all, or you're wondering, hey, should I go with the 7? Should I go with the 7'6"? Should I go with the 8? We spend a lot of time writing about these rods. If you don't want to read, feel free. Give us a call. if you want. 727-393-2102. Reach out to us at any time. All of our employees are available to help you out at any point in time and help you along the way, pick out the right rod for you. And follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're constantly coming out with new stuff for you to be able to really get in and educate yourself. So thanks for watching.